Yeah, I think so.
Okay, hello. Welcome. So apparently we're here for 50th anniversary, which happens to be my parents, yes. Yeah. Where'd happen to Dad? Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, so I guess you guys all had some hors d'oeuvres there. The cheese there is actually from our cow, not directly, but indirectly. Nate actually made up the cheese for that, so if you get a chance, you can try that out. So what are we going to do today?
So this is what we call the Drew and Nate 50th anniversary show on the red couch. So the way it's going to work is we've got some interviews, we've got some songs planned, and so we're going to have special guests coming up here. We'll even invite you guys up here at one point to share a little bit with us. So that'll be our little program tonight. So we're going to do a first little bit here in between appetizers and dinner, and we'll have dinner, then we'll come back for a little bit more.
Okay.
All right.
So what do we got first?
So off the top, we've got a little song that I actually rewrote the lyrics to,
Nice.
so that they would match you guys and fit your journey, I think, a little bit. So we're going to enjoy that song together.
Good stuff.
So I'm going to head on over to the piano and move from my host role to guest role. All right. So I hope this song blesses you. It's written a little bit from your perspective. And yeah. Cause love is like a cheese that ages well. It's a hand to hold and a story to tell. And every time I think about love, I see a picture of you looking back at me. Well, I'd pick you up in my bright blue car. We wouldn't go fast, we wouldn't go far. And sitting right there in my front seat, you were the prettiest thing I'd ever seen. And time goes by so fast, and when it's gone, it don't come back. If I could leave this world with just one memory, it'd be a picture of you looking back at me. So 3 suns later, through the joys and the hurts, we leaned on Jesus, thrived in this world. And though I once pushed you off of that hayride, I'm so grateful to have you here by my side. And time goes by so fast, when it's gone, it don't come back. If I could leave this world with just one memory, it'd be a picture of you looking back at me. And time goes by so fast, and when it's gone, it don't come back. If I could leave this world with just one memory and be a picture of you looking back at me.
Thanks, Nate.
Welcome.
Okay, so we're gonna call up you guys to the red couch, both at the same time. Yeah, you can both come up. So we put together some stories of the journey. Okay. What does that mean? Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Look at that. They've been married 50 years. Look at that. There's space. Get closer.
Yeah, you have to share a mic too, so you have to get.
Yeah,
Right
that'll
close.
help them get a little bit closer.
Yeah, so that's your microphone. Oh, here we go. You want me to hold the mic while you do that?
No, you don't have to do it again.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. So we have some stories that you guys hopefully will be familiar with.
Probably made them up.
Well,
No,
I
none
hope
of them
not.
are made up.
We've
You
heard
told
these all
all
from
of
you. So, yeah, these are some stories about that were actually mentioned in the song as well. But it's sort of from when they met in dating and got married. So you want to start with the first one?
Sure. So this
Okay.
one is called The Setup / The Hay Wagon. So here's how I remember the story. One day, Granny and Grandpa went to a youth event. It was a hay wagon ride. So Granny's girlfriends put her in a car with Grandpa and one of his friends because they figured they would set them up. From what we hear, it was pretty awkward. So Grandpa knew he had to do something to break the ice. You look like you want to intervene here. No? Okay. So what
Is
I
this
heard
sounding
is,
familiar?
yeah, this sounding familiar? Oh, you didn't talk on the way up? Like at all? It was just like silent in the car? Oh, this is what Clara
Use your
told
mic.
me.
What happened was that I ended up my friend Dan was driving, and I ended up in the front seat, and it was a bench seat, and
Oh.
Brenda was in the middle,
Nice.
and I was on the passenger side.
Oh,
right?
okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, when they got on the hayride, Grandpa knew just what to do to start a relationship that would last forever. He chose his moment carefully and then pushed Granny off the hay wagon.
Not once.
That's true. That's true.
He admits it.
He pushed you off 3 times?
Oh, and more. That's what everybody did.
Okay, so now here's the $1 million question though. Did you push him off the hay wagon?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
There you
See,
go.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that growing up.
It was revenge, though.
Okay, so moving on to what we called a special surprise. So their relationship blossomed after this particular moment, apparently. Although there was only, sorry, I'm mixing this up. Yeah, after this particular moment, Granny was far away, so you were out east, is that right?
I moved out east 2 weeks after I met him.
Okay, can you move the microphone?
sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I moved out east for a job.
Was that before or after the hay wagon?
2 weeks after the hay wagon.
Okay. So Grandpa phoned her with a special surprise. He told her to get excited
Oh, yeah.
because when she got home, he had a big surprise for her. So I think the story goes that you went and told all your girlfriends and people at the school, right? That he was going to propose to you?
No. No. They thought that's what it was going to be.
Oh, they told you that.
They told me that.
Right.
Yeah. I could only hope.
Right. So I'm going to ask you what happened when you got home.
Oh, tell them what happened.
Well, I had been driving a 1965 Morris Minor, British car, and during the time that she had been away, the frame collapsed on it. So I had to get rid of it and replace the car. So I had bought a Firebird, and that was actually the surprise.
Right. Not the ring.
Not an engagement ring, no.
Right.
So my friends were very disappointed.
Right. So what year was that? Like your
71.
No, your Firebird. Oh. Well, that's important information too, I suppose. But
That's the important thing, right?
right, yeah.
It was a 1968.
And it was blue, right?
It was blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay. Did it have the pop-up lights?
No.
No, not by then. Okay.
It's funny how like the men in the room remember this, and they all are like, no.
Well, it's like when you have a baby, you need all the information. When you get a car, you need all the
It's not.
information.
It's not at
Isn't
all
it
like
like
having
that?
a baby.
One thing you missed on the hayride, though,
Oh.
was when I pushed her off, the wagon ran over her leg.
Oh.
And
I didn't know
fortunately,
that.
the ground, it had been raining, or it had rained, and the ground was really soft, so nothing was broken. But could have been a bad situation.
Yeah, we
Little
wouldn't,
trip
we
to the
wouldn't be
hospital.
sitting here.
Yeah, I don't think we'd be sitting here today.
No?
No.
I can't really remember, but whether it was the first or not.
It was 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so then we wanted to share a little story about your wedding, but we weren't there. So we asked Uncle Mark to share a story, but he said that he was at a youth retreat that weekend. Do you remember that?
Uncle Mark,
Yeah.
Yeah.
at our wedding?
Yeah.
Who could that be?
This is just what he said. So with Uncle Mark, you have to text him, and he texts back because he's in the hospital. I think what happens is he doesn't always get the right stuff back. Would be my guess.
Or he was messing with me.
Or he was messing with us.
Yeah, 'cause
which
I was
could
so
be
confused.
possible. Yeah.
Talking about the 25th wedding anniversary where he was in the mock wedding, he was the groom.
Yes, that's right.
It's
I
possible.
remember that.
But you were the next one I asked, and she says, Aunt Marianne says that all she remembers, this is a quote, all she remembers from the wedding is that the minister had size 14 feet. So we actually don't really have any stories to share about what happened at the wedding. But you guys got a story to share from your wedding?
From the actual wedding day.
I remember your dad rented a car because he didn't. What was the reason he rented that car for? He didn't think his car.
drive.
It was an older car, I think, and he
You have to-
wanted a
microphone, sorry.
He wanted a newer car. He had an older car, so, and I remember that.
You remember that? Wow. What year? Yeah, what year?
One thing I remember is, what's that? Oh, he did. Oh, okay. Towed it back? Oh, wow. I also remember from that day, Barry's Uncle Carl. Do you remember Uncle Carl? He married us as well as the size 14-foot pastor.
Oh,
Yeah.
you had two pastors
It
just
took
to make
two
sure.
pastors to marry
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a blessing to have both of them, actually.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So another, we're going to call the anniversary cake. So the backstory on this is that I have 3 brothers. I think you guys all know that. 2 brothers, sorry. I'm the third. I'm the middle.
All
yeah.
the secrets come out at the 50th anniversary.
so-
There's actually a 4th brother.
Right?
Where?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know where. Yeah, so we wanted to surprise Granny and Grandpa with, or my mom and dad, with a anniversary cake. But none of us had ever cooked a cake, or I don't even remember cooking very often. I think my mom did most of the cooking, or my dad. But anyways, so...
I think your mom.
Yeah, probably. So we decided to cook this cake, and so we went out and bought one of those packages of, pre-mixed stuff or whatever. So we got one, got it home, didn't realize that you need eggs, you need milk, you need, other ingredients to add to that. So we did several trips back and forth to the corner store to try and get all these ingredients. I think we missed a few because when we cooked it, it ended up about that thick in one tray. So we decided we're going to keep trudging forward here, and we went back and bought 5 more packages. So now we got like a 6-layer cake of about that. They all turned out about that big. And we didn't know how to do the icing. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So we mixed, I can't remember what we mixed, but it came out super runny. So then we started adding things like cinnamon and coconut, like to try and thicken it, and that just made it worse. So we decided it was just sort of see-through, and got coconut, and it was brown, actually. It was a really gross color. So we decided to get food coloring, because we figured if we put a lot of food coloring, then it would make it the color. Then it turned like a brownish, purplish color. Do you remember that? And the whole thing was like sagged on one side.
I think it was hard as a rock, too.
Yes, it was a terrible cake. And we didn't put anything on the middle either. I didn't know about that. The frosting in the middle. So anyways, so I don't know, you guys obviously remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Were you guys surprised?
We were shocked.
Yeah.
I don't think we ate the cake.
What?
Well, we had a hard time cutting the cake.
Yes, I remember that. We had to get a serrated knife and saw.
It's the thought that counts, though, right?
Yeah, you did say that at the time, I think. Yeah.
Still saying
remember
the
that.
same thing 30 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
the thing with that cake is, too, you tried to hide it
Yes.
in the linen closet.
Oh, really?
And when
You don't remember.
when we came home, like we were out for the evening because it was our anniversary, and these 3 little boys had made this cake, and the house smelled really sweet. And I'm like, what is that smell? And they were trying to hide it. And eventually they said, go look in the linen closet. And there it was.
Wow,
Large
I don't
as
remember
life,
that part.
Thin as ever.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was the thought that counts.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
That was only, you did make another cake too one other time.
Yeah, Jolly Rancher cake.
That actually worked.
And I forgot to take off the wrappers.
What? You didn't tell me.
Do you remember that, Sam? Yeah, I think he was there for that. Okay.
All right.
So my cake making thing, I should just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Thule?
Oh,
Thule the dog.
dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about Thule.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
There you go.
We had this dog, for the people who don't know. Her name was Thule, and she looked like Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, seriously. Yeah, you remember that. Yeah, she really did look like her. Anyway, okay, so what do we got next?
All right. So we just wanted to say that your 50 years of marriage have been full of, I think, so many more stories than we could share today. If you talk to each person in this room, I'm sure they have a story to tell of how you've impacted their lives and made this world a brighter place. I know that personally you've been a part of my story and have made an impact in my life by listening, telling me stories, and pointing me to the best story of all of how Jesus changes things. So we wanted to say today, thanks for having a marriage that through the ups and downs of life has pointed us to the greatest love story of all. I think we can all say that God's love for us is demonstrated in your faithful love for each other and in your love for each of us here today. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We'll do a little hug. Oh, you want to say something?
No.
You can say something later.
No.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
And you guys are free to go now.
Glad
Yes,
to be off.
your time on the red couch is over.
Is over. Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay, so what do we got next?
Yeah, so our next two victims, I mean, what should I call them? Guests. Our
Guests.
next two guests are Alicia, who wants to be introduced. This is not me saying this. She wanted to be introduced as the favorite granddaughter.
Oh.
So welcome, Alicia, the favorite granddaughter. And Marianne, known to me
favorite
as Aunt
sister.
Marianne, the favorite sister. There you go. So come on up here on the couch. We've got some questions we want to ask you.
I got this.
There's a pep talk beforehand.
Just in
Yeah,
case
we're
anybody
recording
didn't
this,
hear
so-
that, Brenda said she wants to retain the favorite
I
granddaughter.
am the favorite granddaughter.
That's what you said.
Yeah. There
There's
you go.
many. This is kind of neat. Blah, 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 blah.
Sweet.
All right, well, welcome. Thanks for coming to the Big Red Couch. We appreciate it a lot. What we want to ask you is just, why are you excited today?
You want me to go first? Oh, I'm excited today because 50 years, like when Brenda told me 50 years, we were sitting having tea, and she said, Marion, I've been married 50 years. I'm like, what? Like, where did the time go? Because when I think of their wedding, I was like 19, and my mom did almost everything for this wedding. She made the bridesmaids' dresses, she did a trousseau tea, she did all the food, she did everything. So our house was a little bit of chaos. And but fun chaos, right? But one story that I want to tell that you guys didn't tell, if I'm allowed to say this, is I can remember, being a teenager. I was in and about, but every time I came home, that blue car was in the side of the road, and I would go in, and Brenda and I shared the bedroom downstairs. And I go down there, and the two of them would be in the rec room, and I'd be like rolling my eyes out, And then I don't know, Barry, I don't know if I dreamt this or it was true, but did you call Dad and ask for her hand before you went out east?
One night in the winter, your driveway was on a slope to get down to the garage, right? And it was icy. And I couldn't get the car out, and this was like 2 in the morning. So I think Brenda woke her dad up to see if he would help push us out of the driveway. Yeah, and he did. He did get up.
So then you thought you had to.
Pardon? That's
Yeah, so how did this fit
that's
into
what
you
you asked
marrying her?
him?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
really?
he was pushing your car out?
No.
Oh, okay. After. Oh.
But there's a reason why he was there that late, because I worked till midnight, and he would bring me home
Oh.
and get stuck in the driveway. Yes. And the funny thing is, that hospital that I worked in, it's not even there anymore to prove that there was a hospital that I worked in.
Anyway, they're telling the truth, but I thought I'd make it more interesting by saying that, see, the 2 o'clock. But it's true. Yeah. But no, I'm excited. I'm very excited that to see that you two have. It's very rare today that a couple is married 50 years. And you're a great example to everybody here, not only your kids and that, but even your friends. That, we love you.
We can clap for that, right? It's your turn.
Well, what are you excited about today?
I'm excited that we actually pulled off the surprise because beaches can't keep secrets.
Deanna.
What?
And every beach child in this room.
Yeah.
No.
Perfect. All right, that's all?
But there was a few little fibs today, so God will forgive us. Especially you, I hear.
Yeah, I know. I had to make it all up. So the premise for today was to get them here was that we were actually going to go visit Uncle Mark, and he knew about it. So we were unusually, so Mark normally gets up at like 8:30 into his wheelchair, and then he gets tired, so he usually doesn't spend all that long in there. So I think it's like 1:30, 2 o'clock at the latest. He's back in bed, is that right? Yeah. So we were trying to figure out how to get him, because it wouldn't make sense that he would be up at 4. So Mark came up with a whole thing where his in-laws were going to come and her sister, I think, and stuff. So then it allowed us to push it back a bit. So thanks to Mark for that. And then we were going to go out for dinner afterwards. And then we still didn't know how to get them here to the church. So that's when we concocted that Nate and Caitlin were going to come. And we also had the Huffnagels, which is Caitlin's whole family, over. So we were intertwining all of these people into this grand scheme to get my parents here. So that's kind of the premise behind it all. But yeah, we're going to hear from Matt and Mark. So Matt couldn't be here. He's out in New Brunswick. And Mark is, he's in the hospital. Yep. So, but we're going to hear from them a little bit later. Yep. So that'll be kind of cool. Yeah. Live? No, not live. We got a video. Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be cool.
So before we let you two lovely ladies off the couch, just one quick answer. If you were to answer just in a single sentence what you've appreciated the most about Granny and Grandpa over this last 50 years, what would you say?
Well, 20 for you.
50?
Almost 20 for you.
50 was Aunt Marianne.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go first.
Your commitment not only to each other, but to God. God is in the foremost, and then it's you and Barry, and that is very, very close to me.
Your example of a good marriage to Dad and Mom, and then that also passes over to me. I can see how much you love each other and how much Mom and Dad love each other. So, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yours is the best.
Nice real life love story. All right. Well, thanks for coming up and sharing.
Yeah, thanks.
And being a little bit.
You guys are off the hook now.
So I think dinner is ready. Is that correct? I think
we're waiting for the word.
Yeah, we're starting with salad. So we're good to go on that?
Yep.
I'm not getting any no's.
So what we're going to do is we're going to head into supper or dinner.
I knew where it is.
Where what is?
The salad.
Oh,
good.
Is it out there? Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Okay, it's somewhere. All right, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to pray for the food, and then how are we going to do it's a buffet, so you can just kind of go up and get your stuff. Do we want to do like a table at a time, or you think it's okay?
We'll let the head table go first, and then after.
And then everybody else can filter.
I think there's a few.
So the suggestion is that if you go through this door here, through the fellowship hall there, and then you can go on both sides of the buffet table, and then kind of filter back in here. So we'll do the head table first, and then whoever wants to kind of mingle in. One question. Oh.
She already stuck the microphone in her mouth.
She's going to eat the microphone. Oh, she just... a little too many bananas. Okay, so I'll just pray for the food, and then we'll get going with the food. Okay, I'm just going to pray. Lord, I just thank you for today. I thank you that we can celebrate 50th anniversary of my parents here. I thank you that you have kept them, that you have been beside them through the thick and thin and the crazy moments and the happy moments. And I pray that you would just continue to do that in their lives. And we thank you so much for this food and for everybody who was able to come out and spend this time with them and with us. And we thank you so much, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. I put together a little video. Mark, my little brother, and Matt, my big brother. They couldn't make it, so Matt's in New Brunswick, as I said before, and Mark's in the hospital. So if we can roll tape, and we can check this out.
Hello, greetings from the province of... Hang on, we'll cut that.
Hi, Mom and Dad. We're very sorry that we can't be there with you. We really wanted to, but it's obvious reasons. I'm in a wheelchair, and I can't make it there. So you're going to have to live with it. Okay.
That was too much.
I'm Matt Beach,
And I'm Stephanie Beach.
and I'm the son of Barry and Brenda Beach, the most favorite and best looking son.
And I'm the newest daughter-in-law and very happy to be part of this family.
Hi, Mom and Dad. We're sorry that we can't be there. We really wanted to. Oh, I'm going to go into that wheelchair again. Because I'm not super really wanted to.
So I guess we're here today to celebrate Mom and Dad's 50th birthday. Father's Day? Mother's Day?
Nope.
Holidays. Easter?
No. Happy anniversary, Barry and Brenda.
Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom and Dad. We're really sorry that we can't be there tonight. It's during the day.
No, it's during the day.
Okay, we're sorry that we can't be there during the day with you, but we hope that you have a great time as you're celebrated by family and friends.
Wow, 50 years. 50 years?
50
That's
years.
a long time. That's almost as long as I've been alive.
Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we just wanted to congratulate you guys on putting up with each other for 50 years. I know it's been a tough task, especially with three boys in the family and all the pain that we put you through.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you for your example to us of a strong marriage built on your faith. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. We love you, Mom and Dad.
What a gift it is to celebrate 50 years of love, surrounded by the ones who bring you joy.
How precious to remember all the years you left behind as you welcome each new blessing still to come.
With faith and friends and family, you've laid a firm foundation and have built a life that will stand the test of time.
The story of your past is now a brightly woven tapestry made with love and colored with threads of gold.
What a gift it is to celebrate 50 years of love. So from us and our little pups, which didn't want to be part of this, we're very sorry. We want to wish you all the best and happy 50th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
I think we did it.
Yes.
So I was asked to introduce the family to you, so I think I'll do that. Kids, do you want to come up? Deanna, where's Deanna? Oh, there she is. Hi. Do you want to stay up here? Oh, you want a
Are we
microphone?
gonna?
I noticed he came up earlier.
Oh.
Marianne and I.
Are we gonna fit everyone on the couch?
Everybody on the red couch? Okay, that works.
Ben can have the microphone. Ben can have the microphone.
Okay, Ben, you can have the microphone.
Why?
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have. Caleb
got
and
one more
Elijah are
coming.
back there.
Oh, Caleb. So I'll start with Caleb and Elijah. Caleb, can you put your there he is. That's Caleb. He's our number 5? Fifth born, right? And Elijah's the other one in the green shirt. And he is our 4th born. And Nate is our firstborn. And his wife, Caitlin. And this is baby Adalia.
The cutest of all time.
Yeah. And Adalia is 11 months old? Yeah, almost 11 months. And then, so I'll go from the youngest. So Jetty, do you want to say hi to everybody? Yeah. And then we have Gracie. Do you want to say hi?
Hello.
And then we have Josiah.
Hi.
And then we have Benjamin. You can say hi?
Hi.
Okay. And then Caitlin.
Hi.
And then, well, then we have Caleb, Elijah, and then Clara. She was playing the piano during the, so yeah, you're heading out? Hey, thanks. It's okay. All right. And then Alicia is our 2nd born. So that's the whole family. Do you guys have anything you want to say to Granny?
happy anniversary.
Cool. Okay, so that's the family. And then Deanna and we're going to do some farewell and some thank yous to some people who made this possible. So if you guys, do you want to stay or go? Or? Okay. Well, watch out for Adelia.
All right. So we'll welcome our next guest to the red couch.
You can
You're
sit on the
moving
red
to the
couch.
red couch now, Dad.
Oh, I'm on the red couch?
Yep.
And I've got
Okay.
2 little ones with me.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
So I'm no longer the host.
So Drew
I
and
got
Deanna,
demoted.
Mom and Dad, you're on the couch.
Yep.
What do you want to say to Granny and Grandpa?
Happy anniversary, and thank you so much for the example that you've been to us and the love and the support that you have shown to us all through our marriage and before we were married, when I would come to your house on Sundays for a date with Drew having supper
And eat Mark's food.
and eat Mark's supper, but we won't mention that. And just thank you for all the guidance and counsel that you've given to me. Just being really godly mentors in my life. So thank you so much.
And I wanted to say thank you for being my parents. Yeah, it's funny because when I was growing up, I saw a lot of families broken up and things were, not as they appeared to be all the time. But one thing I appreciate about you guys is that your truth and honesty throughout, the relationship with me as your son and the relationship between the two of you, and ultimately your relationship with God. I really appreciate that, and that's something that I've sort of held on to for a long time. So thank you. Yeah. A hug again.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
And we have a little group gift for you from some of the family members. It is a weekend away at the Kettle Creek and dinner provided for you. And if the date's not right, we can fix that, but it's for 2 weeks from now. So if you don't have plans, we've got it booked, and it is changeable, so it's okay if that date doesn't work. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And also, as we told you, the premise to get here was to go to see Uncle Mark. That we arranged to see him on Monday morning, and I think we're all going to go, which would be kind of cool.
We still get to see Mark.
Still get to see
It's just
Mark.
not today.
Yeah.
Sorry for the deception.
Yeah. Yeah. So a few thank yous. The Huffnagels.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of the Huffnagel family. They have a fairly large family, but they're Nate and Caitlin. Well, Caitlin's parents and grandparents are here, and brother. Actually, he's got 2 brothers here. I saw the other
one of them's in the back helping me.
Deanna's just going to go get them. But they basically have done all of this food from scratch themselves.
Can we have you guys
And they
have
live up in
one?
Barrie,
Thank you.
so they've traveled all this
Show
way
some
down here to
appreciation for-
kind of, help us make this happen. And the food was awesome, so it's great. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. So I'll have to applaud them again when they get in here.
Yeah.
But
Here they come. Where's Jonathan?
what's that? Right.
Yeah, heavenly
So
reward.
Yes.
these are our caterers
Yeah.
who have done all of this food and got it all on sale for us so we could have this high-end meal for this very important event. So thank you so much,
Yeah, thank you,
Mr.
Steve
and Mrs.
Helen.
Huffnagel and,
and Benjamin.
for all of your work and just this beautiful meal. Thank you.
Yeah. And it's not over. So we still have some dessert.
Yes.
Is there anybody else that we had to?
Yes, there's so many people to thank. There's Mary Ann who helped with the decorations and contributed to that.
And help with the planning too.
There's Caitlin, my daughter-in-law, who arranged all the flowers and helped with the food.
and made those delicious cheese balls. And I probably don't even know all the things she did to do this, and did the invitations and so much of the organizing, and told us how to arrange the tables because I was in charge of decorating and I had no clue. So she did so many things and filled in so many ways. And Alicia, who provided all the flowers from her the farm that she works at, her friend Olivia collected them all for us. They're all the ones that they were going to throw away. So and she made all of the jars. She decorated those for us so we could have all those lovely arrangements. And ladies, when you go, take a flower arrangement, take a plant, take something home with you.
Well, the
if
guys
you
can
hang
take
around.
one too.
Yeah, they can.
Like Uncle Rick. You
There's
gotta
probably
take one.
enough to go around, but especially make sure all the ladies get one, and then take the extras home.
Oh.
Just don't take these two, because these are the church's vases, so we don't want to go home with the church's vases. So thank you so much, Alicia. And Clara also arranged the flowers. She did a wonderful job. The flower arrangements are beautiful. And who else is? All our kids helped with the food, and I don't know who I'm forgetting. Am I forgetting people?
Dahlia.
Yes, we did some things, but most of it was taken care of by other people. So, so a big thank you to all of those people.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for everybody coming out too.
Yeah.
Oh, and
sure.
Nathaniel for doing the whole program and also helping with all of those things. He helped with everything. And that song, did you write that?
No, I didn't write the song. I just rewrote it.
You wrote the lyrics to it. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was very
really
nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I do. They're up here.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. No, I can.
Don't do that.
Give them to you.
Yeah, so from here on out, you're free to mingle or whatever. We do have dessert. It's just out on the table closest to the kitchen on the right-hand side there. Some cupcakes and that type of stuff. And the official program and stuff is done.
Yeah.
What's that? You want to say something? Oh, come on up.
Oh.
Maybe we'll
So this is Evelyn
say
and...
something right. We're going to have Evelyn Huffnagel come up. This is Caitlin, my daughter-in-law's grandma, and she is actually just a really godly role model to me. I love spending time with her because I think of that verse, she who is wise wins souls, right? And that is what she is. She's just a very wise woman, and she's always caring about people and their eternal salvation. And thank you.
We just want to publicly say what a blessing this family is to us. And I know to Stephen and Helen and their children. It's a relationship like I have never seen in my life before. And they're Drew's parents. We had the joy of a tea together last night, and that was very precious. When believers in the Lord get together, I met some people here today that I've never met before who love the Lord. And I said, we're part of the same family. We're brothers and sisters. And that is such a privilege. And that's what we're enjoying with this family. It is just beautiful. And we often praise God for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then we just have one more set of people who are going to say something. Would you like to say something, Barry and Brenda? Just to give a little thank you.
Are you coming up here? No, you have to come up. I had to sit on the red couch. and you have to come up here too. Okay. Once these tears dry up, maybe I can
You're crying?
say something. Yeah. Okay.
Talk loud.
I
Hope
just want
always told us when you're nervous and you feel like crying, talk loud. Talk loud. No,
There
you're
you go.
talking.
I just want to thank everybody for this afternoon. It was somebody asked me if we were surprised, and I said no, we were shocked. We expected, the whole day was kind of planned out. We were going down to Hamilton to see Mark and Teresa at the hospital out in the courtyard, and Andrew and Deanna were coming. And then I think a couple of days ago, Andrew said, well, Nate and Caitlin want to come. So do you mind if we stop by at the church to pick them up? So that was fine, like it made sense to me. And then I started asking questions about, well, what are they doing at the church? Like what's, and they I think Andrew said it was some kind of a youth fundraiser and a plant sale. That was it, right?
Yep.
So on the way up here, I said, so this must be a fundraiser for this Deeper Life seminar that's coming up at the end of the month that the youth are going to. And he said, yeah, that's
it.
I guess that's what it's for. So everything, it all made sense. So we got here and walked in, and I was shocked. Like, I had no idea, and Brenda didn't either.
No.
Yeah. So we were going out for dinner later, and he even told me the restaurant in Dundas. I looked it up on the internet, and I thought, boy, this is an expensive restaurant.
Yeah, might as well make it expensive if we're not going to spend any money there.
Yeah. So it was a total surprise. It was great. So thanks for the Huffnagels for preparing all the food and all the work they did. We really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone that has come to support us, that many that we haven't seen for quite a while, many years, in fact. So it's good to see everybody, and we're just blessed that we have been able to be married for 50 years. It's not something that's common, and so we're grateful to God for allowing it to happen. It hasn't, obviously, like anybody else, it hasn't been a perfect life. We've had our problems. We've had health issues. We've had problems with, well, Mark at the moment. It's been a year in the hospital. So, but through it all, God has been faithful, and we trust that He will be in the future for however much longer we have here. So thanks so much for everybody coming to support us. We love you, and we hope to get to talk to some of you some more before you leave. So thank you. And thank you, Andrew and Deanna, and for planning this, and Marianne, and all the grandchildren who were involved in it, for Nate, for the planning work that he did. Thanks a lot, and for the music. I love the music and appreciate it. So thank you again. God bless.
So I'm just going to, if you just stay up here for a second, I'm just going to pray for you. Is that okay? I'll just pray for you and give thanks to God for today and for this. Father God, we love you so much, and we are so thankful to you for Barry and Brenda. We're thankful to you for this day. We're thankful for all the people who came together to help to honor Barry and Brenda, to honor their marriage. Your word says to honor the marriage bed, and we just want to honor them and their marriage of 50 years in following you and of obeying you. So we give thanks to you. I pray that you would bless them, that you would fill their hearts with joy, that you would continue to give them grace and continue to work through them to do your work, the good works that you have prepared in advance for them to do. And we're so thankful to you, Lord. Amen.